Alright, like, click, subscribe, do all that. You already know what time it is. It's Netflix time. This series is called Naruto. Now, I know everybody's done this series to death, but to me, it's kind of a blur, so, I'm trying to rehash and go back through all the shit. They got 9 seasons on here. This came out back in 2006. I'm only on season 5 right now. I'm going to just cover up to that point, and honestly, people said it was just filler after season 5, so there you go. I guess, spoiler alert, let's get to it. So we start off like, what the fuck is that? Some nine-tails fox? Ironically, that spirit lives inside this little boy named Naruto. He gets treated like the class clown. He don't get respect and none of that. Kind of like on some Rodney Dangerfield shit, right? Well, anyway, he's training to be the greatest ninja ever, and he wants to become the 5th Hokage. Hokage is serious business, kind of like the president of a village. This is his original teacher. I forgot his name. Iruka or something like that. So the story is he always been treated like an outcast. He has no parents. But we found out who his parents are really way later on in the series, but Anyway, this goofball attacks him, testing his abilities. He gets saved by his teacher. He tells him that he actually wiped out his teacher's family, but he didn't know any better because obviously he turned into the Nine-Tails Fox. Then Naruto finally confronts this guy, hits him with the Shadow Clone Jutsu, and knocks this motherfucker out. And now he ain't running from niggas no more. He fighting. And then from there we meet the 3rd Hokage, whose grandson that works under Naruto. Another teacher who Naruto ends up beating. Then we meet Sakura, who becomes a part of the team. And so does Sasuke. Now right off the bat they got beef. But it's more of a healthy level of competition and all that. I mean, they're fighting over for Sakura or whatever, but Sasuke's not really fighting over for her, whatever. Then you have Hinata. She's all concerned over Naruto. You know she loved the death of him. But she's shy, so you know what it is. Now, Sasuke's backstory is his brother Itachi killed his entire clan for no reason, just to get stronger and shit. And he's training for the sole purpose of revenge. Cue that goddamn Naruto sad music! You know what it is. And all that other shit. Sakura is enamored with Sasuke, but Sasuke ain't got time for that shit. And they still end up playing pranks on each other. Now everybody in class is grouped up into 3 and they get their teachers. Their teacher has to be Kakashi. He puts them through some serious training and that's the best teacher they could ever get. They take him on a dangerous mission where they gotta fight this motherfucker here, Zabuza. They almost kill Zabuza but then gets saved by this rogue ninja, who we thought almost killed Sasuke, and then Naruto started changing into Nine-Tails Fox. You can see the red in his eyes going crazy. This motherfucker's about to get serious. Then he breaks the mask and finds out the ninja that he met before is like, what the fuck? Then he breaks out of it, but the ninja's like, yeah, you gotta kill me anyway. And then boldly, eventually, them niggas end up dying. And after that, everybody's getting ready for the Chunin exams. To become a master Chunin or Ronin or ninja or something like that. It's a test of skills, strengths, smarts, speed, agility, and all that other good shit. You got niggas with the sand village causing beef with niggas with puppets. Shorty with a damn fan. You know how niggas ain't standing for that shit. Then we got my nigga Neji, who be out here giving niggas the business. Hinata's brother. I can't remember her name, but she fire too. And then we have my personal favorite of the whole damn show, my nigga Rock Lee, giving niggas the business, the Bruce Lee of the goddamn show. He's trying to test out Sasuke already, even though it's supposed to be illegal. You gotta wait till the tournament. They've all been training leading up to this point, and Sasuke's got a Sharingan. Sakura is the smarter out of the 3, but because when it comes to physical power, Naruto and Sasuke leave her behind, like, for real. Yeah, Rock Lee's master Guy Sensei, he's very eccentric and quite hilarious at the same time. Fuck that turtle come from? And why is it pink? I don't know. Alright, that nigga's finally ready for the beef. We also got Choji and Shikamaru. They all part of the rookie squad. Ino's there, dude, too. That's kind of like Sakura's rival or whatever like that. But they both love Sasuke or something. I already told you about Hinata, but then you got Kiba. He's the wolf man. And then you got the other guy. He controls bugs. They gotta do exams, and whoever passes the exams, they get the fight. Then we got this guy named Kabuto. He's always scouting out the competition, but really, he's working for Orochimaru. Who is that? You'll find out in a minute. He helps everybody out with strategies, like he's really a good guy, trying to help out the rookies and whatnot. But they should have got suspicious when he told him he failed like 6 times. He's like, what the fuck you keep coming back for? Then you had these niggas here. These niggas work for Orochimaru too. What they doing? They was causing disruption. Then the next part of the exam was going through the forest of death. Now they're supposed to battle with their teams to get their opponent's flags, but certain people are trying to get their death. Yeah, certain people that roll with the Orochimaru clan, they take the force of death to a literal sense. And throughout the forest, it got dangerous. Sasuke ran into the real Orochimaru and got bit on his neck and put the curse seal on him. See, there's the seal. There you go. And this is going to be huge later on, because the teacher that's leading this exam, she's got a curse mark too. Now, the curse mark brings out people's inner evil and their powers, but he believes Sasuke has the greatest power out of all of them. Then after that, we had the preliminary fights. The best one was Gar versus Rock Lee, and it wasn't even fucking close. Yeah, they gave each other the business. Gar's backstory is messed up too. He wasn't loved as a kid. He turns into sand. He's got a sand demon living inside of him. He was accidentally killing people as a kid. Now he's doing it on purpose. His father was going to have him executed by his best friend, who tried to kill him, but he ended up killing him first by accident. Cue the goddamn Naruto sad music again. You already know what it is. And all that that shit. While that's going on, Orochimaru and Kabuto are concocting their master plans. They've been doing all this to see what everybody's planning so they can come in and destroy the Leaf Village. After Sasuke was badly hurt in the battle, Kabuto tried to take him, but Kakashi was like, fuck out of here with that shit. Then we had the real fights. The best one was Naruto and Neji. And then we got the main event. Gaara and Sasuke finally happened. Hell of a battle, but we didn't get a winner because the plan was put into motion. Because the person who kidnapped the whole Hokage was actually Orochimaru the whole time. And then the Leaf Village got attacked by rogue ninjas. The third Hokage ended up dying, but not before tearing out half of Orochimaru's soul. He cut it off at the piece, and basically his limbs don't work no more. His arms don't anyway. Meanwhile, Sasuke caught up with the Sand crew because they was all part of the plan too. Then Gaara turned into a big destructive mayhem, and Naruto like the Nine-Tails Fox beast style. It was beef. I don't even know how he did it, but that shit was real. Then Naruto gets on his mission with this guy named Master Jiraiya. Sasuke's pissed off because Naruto's more powerful than him and he can't power up. And what's worse is Sasuke's brothers coming to town. That nigga Itachi, who killed his whole clan! Jiraiya and Naruto's whole mission is to find Lady Tsunade because the third Hokage was killed by Orochimaru, and come to think about back in the day, they were all teamed up at one time. Crazy to think they're all on opposite sides of the spectrum now. Then Sasuke somehow found out his brother was in town. Oh shit. Itachi and Kisame pop up at Naruto's door like what the fuck? Cause they're not really after Sasuke, they're after the actual Naruto. Then we get a flashback to Sasuke seeing his whole family get murked by Itachi and shit. It's like, what the fuck, man? He finally catches up to his brother face to face. And now he ready to make this nigga see death. Brother's way too much for him. He can't handle that shit. Nah. Well, anyway, they finally find Lady Tsunade. They gotta make her the fifth Hokage. But she's conflicted about it because Orochimaru found her first and promised her that if he came with her and healed him, that she would get his brother and his husband back to life. But we found out she didn't believe in none of that shit. She wanted to send Orochimaru to a false sense of security. It was a hell of a battle between Orochimaru, Kabuto, Master Jiraiya, and Tsunade, and Naruto. But they just barely survive and get away. Then our three-man crew has to protect this man and help him win a life or death race because he's a fast man or whatever like that, but as far as community, clan or something. But this powerful motherfucker keeps getting in his way and shit. Naruto ends up beating this man when Sasuke couldn't. Now he's probably thinking to himself, I couldn't beat Gaara, I couldn't beat this fucking clown, how the hell am I going to beat Itachi? And he's so pissed off that Naruto's getting even more powerful while he's getting left in the dust. And you knew eventually it was going to come when they finally fought each other. For real this time, they was using flame, Naruto using Rasengans and shit. It came to the point Kakashi had to come in and stop it. Then these motherfuckers from the Sound Village corner around Sasuke, they have a little sparring match where really they want him to be their master. And his desire for power, and he wants to beat his brother, so what's he going to do? He says goodbye to Sakura. To keep her from crying, he knocks her out and puts her on the bench. And then he rolls with the squad. And now he rolling with them niggas. They put him in his coffin with his genjutsu to make him stronger and shit. But it's gonna take a couple hours. They gotta hurry up and get it back to Orochimaru. Meanwhile, our niggas on the trail, they ready to bring back Sasuke. And throughout the one-on-one battles of beefs, Choji dies? And Neji dies too? What the fuck? Get the goddamn Naruto sad music again! All that shit. I feel like the squad's gonna come back somehow, but I don't know how, and I don't know. I'm only on season 5. Shit. They get into the situations. Kiba's pretty much fucked. Shikamaru's almost fucked. After being told he'll never be a shinobi again, gets a successful surgery. He's back into the fight. Rock Lee's back out this bitch. And he giving the business to Kimimaro right now. They gave him some drink. He became Jackie Chan, the drunken fist. And then when everybody's pretty much fucked, the Saiyan niggas come through to help us save the day. Because they said they'd hold the Leaf Village, so there you go. And yes, the season finale comes down to when Naruto finally finds Sasuke, and they have the beef of all beefs, the beef of epic proportions, which if I remember correctly, ended in a draw. And that's pretty much how I feel about the whole thing so far. The reason I'm doing this is because I remember Dragon Ball Z clearly. I remember Bleach clearly. Hell, I even remember One Piece clearly. But when it comes to Naruto, certain parts were a bit of a blur for me, you know what I'm saying? So I had to, get the back and reflect on it and whatnot. Certain parts I remember, certain parts I didn't. And then I thought to myself, I was like, wait a minute, Choji and Neji died? I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Then I forgot what happened in certain parts of the Chunin exams in the tournament. So to me, this is basically a refresher course, you know what I'm saying? Well, anyway, I'm about to finish up season 5 and go all the way to season 9. And I think they got Naruto Shippuden on there. If not, I'll look it up on the internet or something. Well, if you haven't done it yet, Naruto on Netflix. Check that shit out. You already know what time it is. Sleep easy on the easy, mister. Big. Cue the goddamn slogan.